Hey there, Hulk here, playing some more Galactic Civilizations 3 today, and well today we are left off where the last episode as usual. And last episode we did talk a bunch about military, early game combat, and well, we now should have some ships around the area that are ready to attack if anyone comes into our area and is threatening us. And this episode, because of those ships, we have a lot of negative weekly income and we don't have much money, so I guess we will be talking about economy and our income basically. So, what do we spend money on? We spend money on almost everything. We spend money on building different things for star bases. We spend money for building. We can spend money to speed up ship builds. We can spend money to, I don't know, sustain some different things like, yeah, as you can see, building some cities costs 1 money per turn, and so uh, we do use a lot of it. And what do we earn money from? That's the main thing. We earn money from two different sources. Well, actually, three different sources. The first source being that we earn money from our colonies. So any colony has a net income, and as you can see, we just get random benefits from everything. We get benefits from production, we get benefits from the fact that our colony is bountiful, that provides plus 10%. We get more money from leaders, we get more money from entrepreneurs because of one of our traits. No, that's because of our research, and I don't know. I don't think that we get money for our trait. I don't think that we have that trait, but there are some traits that provide you extra income. We do get some money based on the size of the map, the difficulty of the map, of everyone around us, and well, that's basically what you get from your colony. The second thing is we get money from our trade routes, and here we have a bunch of those. All of those moving lines are trade routes from, for example, we have a lot of trade routes from those Urata um, colonies to here, to that civilization, and I will talk about trade routes in a little bit. And the third thing that you earn your money from is tourism. Yeah. So if you have any tourism, so well, you do have tourism, and you have tourism based on your influence area and based on the size of the map again, and so based on that you can earn some money and well, you can spend it however you want. And I'll talk a lot about that as well in a few turns. Not in a few turns, but when I get to that. So, where do we start? Yeah, we can start with our colonies as we started. So, you earn some money from your colonies, as I already said. You earn from the fact that you just basically have an income because of your production and everything, and you also can build different stuff. Like, I think I have some of those somewhere. Yeah, you can build colonial banks to get 25% increase gross income. You can get shopping centers to get 30% increase. You can get central banks to get plus 10, and there are a lot of things like those that you can check out from here, and you should definitely build some of those if you are having some money problems. And well, especially in colonies like these where your influence growth isn't that much, you can't go for influence, you don't have much space, so getting a lot of science isn't the smartest move, so you can go for things like that, and well, as you can see, we get a lot of income from that, and well, this is not our net income from that. As you can see, our gross income is 60 because We are getting 64 from there, we are getting 12 from here, we are getting 11 from that, and well, all of those numbers are summed up and they are multiplied by our tax rate in here, 20%, and that's what we get from our colonies each turn. We can get this a lot higher, but our morale will decrease, and I don't know, is it worth it? Maybe in some scenarios, but right now, that's not a really big problem for us. And yeah, in here as well, you can see everything. So our GDP, 237, that's from all of our planets, and our trade route and our tourism, and we multiply with that with our taxes, and here we have our 61 per ton. And you can see your expenses as well. So that's basically your GDP and what you earn from your colonies, and well, as I said, you just need to build some improvements to get that better. The other thing is your trade routes. As you can see, we are earning 69 from our trade routes, and well, there are a couple of things affecting these. As you can see, all of them are earning different sums of money because to see your trade route income, there are a lot of multiplications that need to be done. So, what is your trade route income affected by? Your trade route income is affected by the base production of the colonies you are trading between, the sum of their base production, and it's also affected by the distance between those two colonies, so the farther away it is, the more income you earn. It is affected by how long the trade route was established for. So if you have a trade route for like 20 turns, it will be earning more than if you had it in 10 turns. So uh, yeah, maybe establishing trade routes early up in the game can be a nice idea if you think that you're gonna have some problems in the future with your income. And it's also affected by your planet. Each planet has its trade route value, and well, it's affected by that. I don't know where you can see it. So all of that income is shared between the two civilizations that you trade and that you are and the civilizations you are trading with. So well, if you trade with your allies, they will be growing as well. So keep that in mind. And you cannot trade with the enemy when you are at war with anyone, so I cannot trade with your singularity or again whatever those are called. I always forget. Well, anyways, uh, and how do you establish a trade route? Well, you need to go in here, build a freighter, and basically you then need to move it. Oh, I have an insufficient unused trade license available. Yeah, I was gonna come to that. So the thing is, when you have way too many trade routes, you may have problems with your trade licenses. And you have a specific amount of trade licenses. Yeah, in here. Under trade, you can see all of your trade licenses, and we had 17 and we used up all of those, and you can see all of our trade routes from here. That's a limit that you need to look out for. So, since we have reached our trade route limit, we now cannot create any new trade routes. So yeah, those two now need to wait to for us to get some new trade license, and we can do that from some technologies. We can do that from some improvements, I guess. Yeah, they just need to wait now, and that's basically how you create trade routes. You make a trade route in your shipyard, then you select a planet to be home base from the planets that are sponsoring the shipyard that was produced in, and then you just send it to a planet and another planet from another civilization, and the trade route is created. So that's how you get trade routes, and that's how you earn money from them, basically. So yeah, now we have to wait for that. But well, Now that we have covered that, we now can go to tourism, I guess. For a tourism income, you need to research tourism. I guess it should be under culture somewhere. So yeah, and in here, under interstellar tourism, if you get that, you can start making stuff that will be providing you tourism. And those kinds of things can also be nice. Like an extravaganza, I think that also provides tourism. Yeah, plus 1% tourism income. Where do we earn tourism from? To earn tourism, you need to have some different buildings on your colonies, basically. For example, port of call increases your tourism income. For example, import-export centers increase your tourism income. So basically, you just earn tourism from building different stuff on your colonies, I guess. And well, it says that tourism income is based on your civilization's cultural accomplishments, and I have no clue what that means. What I know is when you have big areas of influence, your tourism income increases because tourism is based on your area of influence, and well, the more you have of it, the more tourism income you will have. So, if you want a big tourism income, just go for influence and increase your area, and I will find out why we have zero tourism income right now and come to that later. And yeah, another great way to get some income is through these treasury things and, well, not those. Uh, on your shipyards, if you don't really have anything else to build, just go for those treasure hunts, and they really do provide some income, especially if you have a lot of production in your shipyards. And you can always just get some survey ships, yeah, those. That will be just going around and surveying anomalies to get some income for you. I already mentioned that, so yeah, like those capsules will probably provide us like 100 or 200 gold even. Well, I don't know why I called that gold, but those are called credits, but for some reason I just call them gold. Force of habit, I guess. Something just happened in here, and I have no clue what. There were just 3 Kryn Syndicate planets. 2 of them disappeared, and one of them turned into... they disappeared as well. Kryn Syndicates just disappeared. All of their planets. The Kryn Syndicates have been destroyed. Understood. But why? Not that I'm complaining, but I lost a lot of potential planets. And yeah, also that. There are also economic relics that really can boost your economy, I guess. All the relics boost 5% economy, so 5% to whatever they are, so economic relics should also boost you by 5%, and well, maybe I'll go and get that as well. And well, another way to boost your income is building economic starbases. So, you build a starbase that has some of your colonies inside of its area. For example, we in here have 3 colonies, and if you build an economic ring on it, it should get, as you can see, plus 2.5% boost to that, and a lot of new things that you can build. So, wow, there are so many things that we can build right now. Those are just basic defenses, but the things you can build in here are a starbase factory to boost manufacturing, zero-G scaling also boost manufacturing, starbase laboratory to boost your research, a starbase market to boost your income, and a trade station to increase your trade route income. So all of those can be built, but there are like a lot of things in here. when you get more research done, you'll get more things, and well, as you can see, there are a lot of things that you can build. Like from down here, all of those are for your colonies, to boost your colonies, and well, as you can see, now we get plus 2.5% for raw production, plus 10 for research, plus 12.5 for all construction, and plus 10 for our gross income on all of those three colonies. So those colonies should be working much faster, and well, if you have a lot of colonies like that close to each other, or if you have some colonies that are in range for your star bases to be together, I don't know when. If you have like two colonies in here, and if we had a colony in here somewhere, we could have probably reached them inside the starbase area. But well, if you don't, you can build them for two as well, if you think that those colonies are powerful. And like, you will really boost all of your colonies in every way, and you will boost your influence in the area. So why not have that? Especially if you don't really have any resources like this around there, so it doesn't really matter if you can build any star bases, that any mining star bases, or if you don't have any enemies, you don't need any military star bases. So these basic economic star bases should help you. And as everything in this game, you can boost them with leaders as well. So if you make an entrepreneur, you get an economic boost of 3%, or at 30% if you settled on a planet, but well, it's not a big boost, but a boost is a boost, so you can get that if you want to. Oh, and now we are earning some tourism income. 58 income per turn, well, not much, considering that we only get 1/5 of that, but still some income. I did build a couple of things in somewhere. In here. Tourism income plus 1%. And, well, basically, as you can see, our tourism income is the 1% we get from that, multiplied by the influence we have around the area. So, that's what we get. So if we build more of those, we should actually get a lot of income. I think we should really build some of those, because like, look at our influence area, we do have a lot of influence areas, so yeah. I think I'm gonna build some of those as well. And things like these can happen also. A golden age where the entire galaxy has increased economy. So we are slightly in the positive. We are so slightly in the positive because we lost a lot of money, because we now have demilitarization, something we voted on the Galactic Council, and we have increased spending because a random race is attacking us and defeating all of our star bases, so we need to defend them. That's why we have decreased earnings, but still that's pretty good earnings. Like, at least it's not negative, and since I'm sending around a lot of ships to get some more money, I am earning some money, and I have even used a lot of money on building new star bases and defenses for them. So that's basically it about economy, I guess. So I guess this will be it for this episode. I hope I'll see you later, and bye bye.